What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. So today we have some 7-star rank 4 Symbiote Supreme, and this is a champion that actually benefits a lot from having the special 3 skip button, which yeah, it's really nice for a lot of those champions. And I'd say this guy is definitely one of the best ones for the SP3 skip. So you know, Symbiote Supreme is a very cool champion, kind of forgettable a little bit, but you will see he takes some of those annoying defenders of the cosmic class very well, and he's super safe. So we go for the special 3 here, we skip it, we get some nice bleeds on this Serpent, even though he has that duration decrease, but we do have deep wounds I believe here. Throw the special 2, we get actually a nice crit as well, place those weaknesses and the armor breaks, which are going to help us take him to the immortality. And as you can see, a pretty good special 2 right there. With no crits, we hit like 120,000 or so, and then with the debuffs that we have on him, if we keep attacking him, we just ignore his healing with despair. And that is Serpent right there. That was a 7-star rank for Serpent with 94% health left in just 55 seconds. So that is very solid for a Serpent for sure. Now moving on to Dark Phoenix. That's another super annoying defender. Probably the most annoying defender in the game right now. And yeah, let's see what Symbiote Supreme does. I do have the Ghost Rider relic. I think that's probably the best one. It gives me like a bit of what's it called, power gain potency as well. So here we're trying to play it slow. We don't really want to attack Dark Phoenix a lot. We just want to build up to our special 3 using the MD when we nullify the safeguard. And here we go for the special 3. So I think we're gonna bait a special 2 if I'm not mistaken, and that's gonna be like the only special we bait because we also have a nice power steal. So there we go. We're gonna take some damage, unfortunately, the Nova Flame, because we don't have a multi-hit character. But as you can see, those bleeds will start melting her. And now she is at the immortality. And essentially now, I don't have to bait another special. But I think she might throw one. Yeah, she did, unfortunately. I think here, I'll show you what happened. I think here I wanted to actually throw my special 2. Like at this point, I wanted to throw my special 2. And power steal her, but then I realized that I staggered the immortality and I nullified it essentially, so it just pushed me to the special 3. So that's what happened. So you can probably do this fight a little bit better against this Dark Phoenix, but I did get those, you know, special 2 dexes down, so kind of avoided a bit of that annoying damage. But yeah, we did take some of this Nova Flame. I would say, yeah, you can probably do this a little bit better though, maybe just avoiding that second Nova Flame stacking. Now moving on to Maestro. This is a very easy fight for Symbiote Supreme, to be honest. Very nice counter. You just always have staggers with Symbiote Supreme. That's the good thing about him. And yeah, you always want to have staggers on this Maestro, because if he gets that glancing, it is over. We've got 3 staggers. There we go. No more glancing. Gonna go for the heavy attack here, trying to pause before the buffs. There we go. Nice. We're gonna go for the special 3 after this combo, or after this special 1 bait. There we go. So I think now we're gonna stagger a bunch of his buffs, and his HP is just gonna drop, because every time you stagger buffs with Symbiote Supreme, they take a bunch of damage. So you will see here, once he throws that special 2, I'm trying to pause it, his health is just gonna disappear. See? So like, he went from like 36% down to 14 because we staggered like 3 multiple buffs. That was sick. Yeah, that was probably less than a minute, I would say. Yeah, 47 seconds. So you can see he kind of destroys the cosmic class. He just handles the 4 most annoying cosmic defenders very nicely, honestly. Not as great as a Dark Phoenix counter, but not bad. Definitely not bad. Like I said, you can probably do the fight a little bit better. It's just a little tricky with Dark Phoenix and how she works. Now against this Thanos, we can't be too aggressive, but it's fine. We actually don't want to hit him that much. We just generate special 3 with this power gain. That is a really quick special 3 here, because we still staggered a lot of those Furies and the Energize from Mr. Thanos here. Place a bunch of those bleeds. Deep wounds definitely helps Symbiote Supreme a little bit. Stagger the Energize, which always makes the fight against Thanos much better, because his power gain is just through the roof. His combat power rate, once he's got that what's it called, the Energize. And then essentially 1 more special 2 and it's gonna kill Thanos. 163,000 damage. Wow, how many armor breaks did I have? That is insane. Whoa, dude. I had 4 and that's... Wow, and only 1 stack of Fury. I did not expect to see that much damage from Symbiote Supreme. Wow. That's impressive, 49 seconds. So yeah, you can see that he clearly destroys all of those annoying Cosmic Defenders, the 4 most annoying. And then as a bonus, I wanted to include Super Skrull because he's gonna be 1. That's probably gonna be in a lot of decks if people spend in the Cyber Weekend bundles. So yeah, 7-star Super Skrull is not easy. But with Symbiote Supreme, he's pretty easy because you just stagger his buffs, you power steal him, and he's gonna die. You do not want to bait a special 2 for him, so the power steal is gonna come in handy. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, okay, wow. Dude, Super Supreme, when he crits, it's got a lot of damage. That was a stupidly quick fight, 32 seconds. Wow. That is insane. Okay, so now I wanted to show you 2 things. I wanted to show you a Symbiote Supreme matchup when there are buffs, but there is a bleed immunity. And then the next fight, I'm going to show you a match with no buffs, but no bleed immunity. So you will see that, you know, Symbiote Supreme ideally wants buffs and to be able to bleed the opponent. Because you will see this Nimrod is not going to go down very, very quickly. The thing about Nimrod also is that he's basically armor break immune. You can armor break him, but he doesn't lose any of his armor, I guess. So it's technically like he's immune to armor break. But he is not going to be as fast as the matchup you saw. And there's also like no class advantage. So you see here, like, we do handle his buffs very, very nicely. He doesn't have any energize or any unstoppable. But yeah, not having the bleeds definitely slows you down a bunch because you just lose your Fury and then you gotta go for the special 3 again. So yeah, this is the second special 3 and he still just has 46% health. Quite a bit. Stagger all of those energize. We get some nice crits here, but like I said, you are missing out a lot of that bleed damage. And then we're just gonna relic into the special 2, I believe, and he is probably gonna die. He didn't even die because we lost our Fury right there. So yeah, you can see Symbiote Supreme ideally wants to bleed the opponent and stagger a bunch of buffs because this was a minute and 25 seconds. That was not too great. Now we're gonna fight a Werewolf by night. This is going to be a fight where there's no buffs to nullify, so you are missing the MD power gain and also you're missing the extra burst damage from when you stagger the opponent's buffs. But this Werewolf is not bleed immune, so let's see if it's better to have no buffs to deal with or to be able to bleed the opponent. Let's see. So I think here we are gonna wait for this armor up phase and it's gonna give me the power gain. I'm not the best Symbiote Supreme player, so if I'm doing something wrong, just let me know. I think something's gonna happen this fight. I think that he's just not willing to throw the special 2, and I'm just gonna go for my special 3 and just push him to his special 3 as well, because he's just stalling me that like a lot. You see, like, he's just not throwing the special. I decided to just go in. It's like, fine. So we go for some nice combos. As you can see, those bleeds are stacking up. And this Werewolf is melting. So let's just pretend he threw his special 2 and now he doesn't have a special 3 to throw. Because the AI just decided to. So yes, that was actually a pretty quick fight. He was very passive. And that was 60 seconds. So you can see that it is definitely better to be able to bleed the opponent than to be able to nullify their buffs. Because, you know, essentially you're just gonna race up to the special 3 faster with MD. But if you don't have it, you still need to wait like 2 of your phases, and they give you like enough power gain to just SP3 the opponent. And after that, if you can bleed them and be a little bit aggressive, if you have the relic as well to go for more combos, you can just melt them without having to go for the second special 3. Because that is what actually took so much time against that Nimrod fight, is just having to go for another special 3 to get the Furies back and get your other phases. But yeah, that is it for Symbiote Supreme, man. He's a very, very cool champion. Actually, I don't even know if I have a 7-star champion, but he's actually really, really nice for those Cosmic Defenders. But yeah, kind of like ideally want the opponent to have buffs and to be able to bleed them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about him. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.